Hi, everybody. Angela Vincent here, and I wanted to take a minute and chat with you about why you might want to tap for burnout. So, if you're experiencing burnout, you may have been like me. I was severely burnt out, and that's actually how I found out about tapping. I did a little bit of research, realized that this actually might be really helpful for me. And what I found while I released all of my burnout is that this is highly effective for releasing burnout in anybody. It wasn't just for me. And here's kind of how it works. Um, what tapping actually does is it'll release in 4 different realms. And so you have your traumatic events that it's going to be releasing from. You've got limiting beliefs, you've got emotions, and then you've got physical symptoms. So in terms of burnout, if you're coming from a space of burnout, you may have had traumatic events in your past. That might have been childhood bullying. That might have been victimization. It might have been your family structure and how you were treated within that family structure. So any sort of traumas that you take into your life carry with them an emotional charge. And if you can release that emotional charge from those traumatic events, all the better. You don't have to worry about kind of repeating those patterns. Um, those traumatic events can set you up for specific limiting beliefs. So those traumatic events might have led you to believe something about yourself or the world. And it might have led you to believe that you're not good enough, that you'll never be loved, that you have to work really, really hard to be loved, those sorts of things. So tapping can release the traumatic events and also the limiting beliefs around those. And it'll also help to release the emotions, like just the emotions that you're having in the moment. So if you're really, really sad, depressed, angry is a big one for people who are burnt out. Your fuse is very, very short. So tapping can help to release those emotions. And then those physical symptoms are the things that crop up if you haven't dealt with all of the traumatic events, the limiting beliefs, and those emotions. You start to actually physically see it showing up in your body, and that's going to be in headaches. It might be in chest pains. That might be in that muscle tension that you have. It shows up in all sorts of different ways. Ulcers is another really big one for people who have a lot of high stress that they're under. So because tapping is remarkable in releasing from all of those different 4 areas, the traumatic events, your limiting beliefs, your emotions, and those physical symptoms, what we find is that it's hugely effective in working with burnout. So I've created a couple of different programs specifically designed to help people release their trauma and limiting beliefs and emotions and physical symptoms that they're having from burnout in a very short amount of time. The research that I had done on burnout that I had, it was telling me that I would need to rest and relax and do a lot of work for a very long time, 3 to 5 years. And I really didn't want to spend that amount of time healing. So what I've actually developed is a 3-month program that helps people move from burnout to balance, and it's a pretty remarkable system. So if you're interested in that, if you have any need for it in your life, or if you know of someone who this could really be helpful for, point them in my direction. You can find me at trueyoutapping.com. You can also come on over to my Facebook group, True You Tapping, and we talk all things tapping and burnout recovery and getting you well. So I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear in the comments your experiences of burnout if you have them, and ask me questions. I would love to answer them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to hear from you soon. All right.